The spots that I wanted to get, I couldn't get to, and then the spots that I could get to, the morning bite is probably already done just based on my own past experience. So, I'm coming back to the lake, but I'm fishing a spot on it that I've never fished before. So I still get to break up the monotony a little bit, but there's a couple of taps. I didn't take it. There he goes. All right, stop, buddy. Oh, that's an aggressive little bite, though. And I got bait from a catfish. All right, we got our first piece of cut bait out. That one is on a dropper loop rig, so it's actually suspended maybe 8 inches or so off the bottom. And then this one's going to be on a slip sinker setup. And I'll have clickers on so I can hear them, but I will probably go back to jigging and see what else I can come up with. See if I can get any kind of crappie, or, you know, greenfish is always welcome. All right, we're about to give jigging another try and see if I can get a little bit ahead on bait. Usually here, bait's not the problem, but still, I like to have 1 or 2 in the bucket just in case. There's something. Oh, he's trying to run over there and into the bushes. Well, I do believe that's a little catfish. No, it ain't. It's a little largemouth. Could tell it was bigger than a bluegill, though. He pretty much destroyed my minnow, I think. I might be able to get her on there, white side up. And I wish I could give you a good release, but I've already slipped on this mode once, and I ain't trying to fall in the water. So, here we go. And he's off. Oh, there it goes snagging it. Oh yeah, I think we got it this time. Yeah, we got it this time. I never have caught a big enough fish on this reel to have the drag set properly yet. I've caught small catfish on it, but this one actually pulled a little bit of drag. Now it's going with the flow. It's probably going to be about a pound, pound and a half tops. Here we go. Get that up out of the way, get the hand under you. Oh, he's blind. He ain't got an eye on that side. You've been caught before or something there, ain't you, buddy? All right, and again, I wish I could do a good release, but no, other way, dude. Other way. There he goes. All right, so for anybody out there that doesn't know what a dropper loop is, we'll try to show you. So the sinker will set on the bottom, and it'll hold your line at an angle like that. And what that does, it suspends your bait right there. I don't know, 6 inches or so off the bottom, maybe 8. In my case, I mean, you can vary that more or less if you want, but, and especially if you're in current, it allows that bait to move around, wiggle around, and stuff like that, and be more attractive. But more importantly, it allows fish that aren't necessarily flat on the bottom a chance to bite your stuff. And so I think as warm as the water temperatures are, these catfish are going to be active. They're not going to be laying flat on the bottom waiting for a meal. They're going to be out searching for a meal. At least that's my thought. And so far, you know, I've had a lot of activity on this dropper loop and nothing on the slip sinker. So now the thing about the dropper loop or the high-low rig is if you've got a heavier bait on your hook, you're going to have a heavier sinker to keep the line tight and keep it suspended. So, I mean, if you just got little hooks with like wax worms or something, you know, you get away with half an ounce or so to an ounce, depending on if you're in current or not. But you know, you got a chunk of fish on there like that, especially if you're in current, you're gonna need more. This was set up from the last trip I did to the river, so I think that was a 2 ounce. It might be a 3, but I think it was a 2 ounce on there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There went something on the dropper loop. There he goes. There he goes. I don't think it's very big though. Either that or he's just kind of chilling. He ain't really fighting. Ooh, that makes a good video right there. Actually, no, this one might be about the same as the first one, maybe a hair bigger. And now he's wrapped up in the... Man, them blues, they roll for sure, dude. He's all wrapped up. No, this one's definitely bigger. And boy, he got a lot of slime, too. I may have to get pliers to get that hook out, though. I might measure this guy. He's pretty good for this little lake. There he is. Stop moving there, buddy. All right. No, you're going the wrong way there, buddy. There he goes. And he's off. All right, we got something on that first rod. Went slack and then slowly tightened back up a little bit. I don't know if it's hooked, but something was definitely chewing on it. Maybe. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh yeah, I think we got it, maybe. But he's on there. I don't think he's very big. He's on there. No, it's about the same size as what I've been catching. And here it is, the heat of the day. I shouldn't really be catching anything. There's not really any shade anywhere. Now this one's a little more slender. You need to stop, dude. You're gonna hurt yourself. Open that mouth, dude. You swallowed it. I'm trying to see if I can get it back out, or if you're coming home for dinner. Nah, you're going home with me. Now, I would say probably 90+% of the bluegill in here are not going to be nearly big enough to bite that hook. They may be able to bite on the tail of that thing, but they're not going to be able to bite the hook. What is this? It's not. It wasn't fighting back at first. It was just going along to the... Look at that. Got a catfish. That is, I've seen it done, but that's the first time I have caught a catfish on a lure. Come on, open up so I can get you. Hook out. Rah.